need to pop out my chat. I haven't done that yet. Hold on. I'm working on it. I'm pretty slow today. What's up, John Kelly in the house? Ellen, how you doing? How you doing? Oh yeah. Doing a little bit of farm sim tonight. Whoop whoop. About to get this show under the way. Oh, I guess I'm gonna need to move this over a little bit more. Hopefully people will be able to find us. TNT, what's up? How you doing, TNT? Oh yeah, I had this going. Can't see what's on my phone though. Got the wheel up tonight. Gonna play a little bit of farm sim. Yeah, bye bye. How you guys doing tonight? Good to see ya. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to fix that. Alright, hang on a second. Wow, she's slow tonight. Doing pretty good there, TNT. Thanks for asking. Hope you had a wonderful day. Just resetting my wheel for the moment. Logitech is not loading. So we have to reload it. Logitech gaming software. Oh no. Come on now. Oh yeah, now we're ready to rock. Alright, so this is Lawfolds, Aberdeenshire. And they give you equipment. I'm not even kidding you none. YOLO, we got the JCB little tractor here. We got forks on it too. Looks like we're gonna be doing a lot of pallet stuff on this here map. Got gates, you gotta get out of the vehicles to open. Here's the old gas slough here. And of course we got the tanks down already, which is really nice. Got ourselves a couple of things of equipment in here. Rake and forage wagon, our tractor, and fertilizer with a fertilizer holding tank. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. Now our music has ended. Let's pause that. No, pause that because we don't want the commercial. Look at, they got an old broken down harvester over here. Anyway, so welcome everybody to Farm Simulator Skinsville Farms. Here on Tuesday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. every week. We try to make it at least every week. Tonight I figured I'd show you guys my keyboard, mouse, and pad, and also the wheel. So that's why the camera is focused more on the desk now. I do have the other camera. It is actually on. All I gotta do is flip to the other camera. But so I am using my race rig, which has inverted pedals and a G27 steering wheel, to play Farm Simulator 17. Alright, let's go back here, because I know there's another JCB around here somewhere. Not quite sure exactly where it is, but we're going to go find it right now. I don't think it's in here, but I wanted to see if I could drive through. Well, I almost could if that trailer wasn't back there. Wow, that made good video, didn't it? Alright, we'll have to figure out what we're doing first. Looks like this is the house. Oh yeah, oh we got a truck, or is that just there for looks? I think we got a truck. Oh yeah, we got a truck. What do we got on this side? Couple of wagons, water wagon, fertilizer wagon maybe. Looks like hogs down here. Certainly is. An old water tank there. Look at the old hay wagon they made into a water tank. Dump to the silos there. Some kind of bags of feed over there. Actually having problems with my mouse at the moment. Here's an old tractor. Broken down. It's a lizard. Alright, mouse, what are you doing? And the tire's off from it. I'm not sure what my mouse is doing at the moment. Alright, let's just tab to it. I know it's around here somewhere. There it is. It was all the way down here. I wouldn't have found it. Ha! In your house. Well, now my mouse is working. So this is another part of the farm. We got garages here. Got some fields out here. Looks like side load, loading there, unloading there. Some barns, bunker. Oh wait, this is the cattle farm. Fuel. Oh yeah, this is the cattle farm. But anyways, I wanted to pick up this JCB and bring it up to this farm. Well, maybe not this farm coming up. I gotta go around. Hope they don't have all the roads gated off. That would suck. Hey, the mouse is still messing up. I wonder if that has to do with the stream. Some cottages here. Now I know you can't go through the fences or the bushes. They block them off. Alright, let's bring up our map. I need to go back down here. Dun dun dun! Yeah, there's a gate right here. I need to go out through here. Let's see, what is it? Oh yeah, it's the mouse button. It's weird too, now I have chat on a different window today, and I keep looking over for you guys' comments or questions, and I don't look in the right direction. My bad. Another gate. Let's see if I get close enough. I push a button. No. This is definitely going to be a fun map. A lot of fields, obviously. 33 fields, 36. Why is my mouse being this way? I don't know. Let me unplug this. Plug it back in and see what happens. Alright, here comes the main farm down here. Look at, there's fence inside of those bushes along the road. Now personally, I don't like the small road. Look at it, somebody parks a car there and you're screwed. What's in there? Is that for potatoes? Oh no. It's for potatoes and beets or something. That's a topper, I think. Alright. We're just gonna park over in the shade real quick. And then we're gonna move this truck. As long as we're here, we'll open this gate. I like gates that open and close, but you know what? I like them when you don't have to get out of the vehicle to get them. So this is the house garage. We'll just park this in here. That's our little moped right there. Buzz around on these small roads. Also, I do have my shifter set up down here to tilt and do the bucket stuff like a joystick. So we got a harvester. We have a corn header, looks like. Let's take a look at the map and see what we have available that's ours. 26, 27, 32, 33, 31. Right across the road, 31 is ours, which is ready to rock. So, let's go ahead and pull out our harvester. Actually, I think I'm gonna go like this. How much cooler would this really be looking? Like, fire it up. Warmed it up. Now, I don't know. I can't remember. Does JCB have a hitch on the back of this? No, it doesn't. Okay. I gotta speed up my mouse sensitivity. Now, since we're not going to Aunt Margaret's house across the map, we'll just use 2 tractors for this method of harvesting today. We'll bring this across the street. That's it. I need my... Where's my razor sense? Mouse performance. Whoa, not that much. Not that much. Wow, that's too much speed. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Bring this out here. We're gonna roll this baby in for a hookup. Just like that. Oh, drove right in on it. How about that? Alright, so it looks like it's gonna be wheat to start out with in this little field. We must unfold. We should always push the B button and unfold, or the X button and unfold. I'll lay down some straw behind us, because then we can harvest that. This is all vanilla. The mods that I have are off the Farm Sim game itself. I don't have them all from their site, but single player, I wanted to check this map out today. Wanted to do a little bit on it and leave it as a save gameplay, and then I'll come back and play it another time. Maybe I'll show you how it's grown since this time in one of my next episodes that comes up live. We also have a live server that we run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you can find out that information over on twitch.tv/Skinzmotorsports. Yeah, bye-bye! That's where you can find us over there. And then we also have an ARC server too, so if you ever wanted to play on the ARC server. But it's PvE. It's for everybody to play. What's up, Darren and Brandon? How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you guys. Hope you guys had a great Tuesday. It's snowing, it's cold, it's blowing, and I just want to stay indoors and play games all day, do nothing else but eat and get fat and hibernate for the winter time. Maybe occasional ice fishing trip would be really nice. Other than that, just hanging out here at the house tonight. I'm going to have to go do some responsibilities a little bit later. And then I actually might get on Twitch tonight and do a surprise stream on Twitch. So if you want to continue watching later, if I decide to get back on Twitch, if you guys want to watch some CSGO, I might turn the stream on while we play it. Why not? I think I gotta get a different server to broadcast on because the one that I'm using is kind of laggy. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but yeah. Oops, missing a little bit there. But this is a really nice map. It's a mod map called Lawfolds, and that's Albert. Or is it Amber? It's Aberdeenshire, I think they say it is. Something like that. Pretty nice map though. It's nicely detailed. Got a lot of fields, nice big fields. So it keeps you busy for a while. Helps the time pass. It's also a driving game, so if you have a steering wheel, excuse my cough, you can use a drive wheel on it. So that's really cool. That's what I do. I mean, it brings a realistic aspect to it. By the way, these are triple screen 40-inch monitors I got. I'll let the stream catch up with it. It's pretty slow tonight, as far as I'm concerned. Whoa. Off track. Leave a big pile there. Now we'll go back the other way. Straighten out all my jagged cuts. You want to see my sexy face? No. Well, maybe. I put it on there earlier. Uh-oh. I'm missing some. I'm texting somebody, sorry. My bad. My bad, mama. Boy, the delay is long tonight. Let's finish that straw up real quick. We'll open our pipe by pressing O. We will change over to this. And so what we're going to do here, do what any smart tractor guy would do. And that would be ruin the grass, obviously, because I have that mod on. Damage crops. We'll drop this trailer here. And wander over here. And we will get our tipper. Let's see. And we'll come out to the field over here. Uncover that with N. We'll ride up this side of the field. By the way, you do start out with a nice set of equipment and $25,000 for cash rather than $6,000, which is really cool. JCB is a fast tractor. Can't wait to upgrade to the new one when I get some money. And we left ourselves just enough room to not really drive over the why is it not pumping in there? Is a Massey Ferguson not pumping there? You have to start the unload, looks like, with the R button. I like seeing fences in detail in maps, though. Don't you guys? I mean, I really do. I don't know if I have a baler or if I have enough to even get one, but I do want to get a baler as soon as I can and make silage bales. It's a nice field. I like this one. Right across from the farm. Got some contours up and down a hill. Got the fence line running in between properties there. We're going to try to acquire as much property on this one as we can. So look forward to some new episodes of this too, because I'll definitely be playing on this map a lot. Probably do some course play with it. Not sure where everything is right now, but when I go to explore this map, probably on my next mod video, I'll do a drive around this. We'll go exploring. We should turn down the time too. 7 and 8 turns up and down the time, by the way. But for now, we'll probably forage the stuff, because I don't think we have a baler. And we definitely don't have a wrapper, because I'm sure we don't have a baler. Let's get a little close up there. The wheels are spinning. The wheels on the harvester go round and round, round and round. The harvester head wheel goes up and down, up and down, up and down. That's what she said. Yeah, I like this one. Came with a little bit of money too, 25,000. Alright, push B to stop the harvester from running. And this time we're going to push up this way. Even though it was slower going this way, we're going to go around this way this time. Anyways, and if you guys are familiar with our Twitter and stuff, Facebook, go over and retweet us. I sent something out that we're live. Two people watching. Well, don't ask too many questions, because, you know, I might not have much answers for you. I'm just saying. Alright, we reached back up here. As long as we're up here, Bring out the straw. Why don't we try to clear the trailer, which we didn't. I'll pop the tire. Start our offload. I did hear that Pleasant Valley had a 17. Have not checked that out yet or went looking for it. But somebody could have converted it. Can't be totally sure on it, but that's what it said in his header. I didn't watch him long enough to find out for sure. So we're just gonna harvest this barley right now. I think that's what it is, yeah, barley. And then probably store that, try to pick up as much straw as we can if we get to it. This episode will probably be all about that harvesting at 31. See, now if you could have everybody ride along and harvest with you in real life, that would be fun. But there is a jump seat in here. I think a lot of people are farm simmed out. Hear that? Or they've all gone on vacation. When they get back to the farm, though, there's much work to be done. Farmer's Day never ends. Oh yeah. So I've been out looking for another job and you know, I'm finding some success, and in other areas not the success I want for that job position in general, but so I've been really tired. Haven't really done too much Twitch streaming the last week, but we should be getting schedules fixed and stuff like that, hopefully by the end of this week. So for this episode, we're just going to be doing a lot of harvesting, I think. And then we'll be back tomorrow morning. I'll record another video of the same map. Probably drive around and then maybe pick up this straw or bale it, depending on if I got enough money or not. I don't know how much a baler is right now. get that pipe open. Alright, let's go back the opposite way this time. I like having things to do when I get on the farm. Keeps me busy, something to do during the evening. It's not like painting though, you know, painting takes skill. This is not much skill, just relaxing. Farming Simulator 17, no. Farming is kind of, farming simulators kind of feels like you're working, because if this was your real life job and you came home because you liked your job and did this, like I said, it's like you're still at work doing stuff. But for us, it's kind of like play. What is up, McMinn? How you doing? Good to see you. Doing a little barley harvest right now. Turn up them RPMs as we get started. I like that new sound in the game where when it's working, it's actually that you can hear the motors working harder. Before we didn't have that. We could turn on our beacon, I suppose. Alright. That's a buddy of mine. He's talking about the 3 monitors he got. I was just kind of relaxing, kicking back there a little bit, enjoying the relaxation of the game as we were coming around the field there. What a really, oops, wrong mouse. What a pretty view from up here, huh? That is almost picture perfect. Yeah, that is a pretty view right there. If I owned the farmland, this is what I would have. Something like this up on top of a hill where you can take some awesome photos. Have that be the east, have that be the west, the mountains be around. Oh my God, that'd be so nice. I don't think it's gonna happen in this lifetime. You gotta have money to do that. Money don't grow on trees. I bet you there's a billion people that wish they could have a money tree. We should be able to make it back up there, but we ain't gonna be able to dump a whole nother harvester load into the wagon up there. It ain't gonna fit that much. Am I switching over from Twitch now? No, on Tuesdays I do an episode of Farm Simulator on something I'm working on, and I just wanted to start this map. This is a new map. Lawfolds. And it's Aberdeenshire. I think that's how they say it. And I haven't played Farm Sim in a while. Haven't gotten the wheel out. I raced last Saturday. Did really good. Had some awesome TV time up front, I'm sure. We'll find that out Thursday when we watch the rebroadcasted race of last Saturday. So nope, I'm still on Twitch, just messing around. I don't do anything in particular on Twitch anymore. I just do what I want to do when I want to do it, and the YouTube videos are for my subscribers, so they get a chance to see a video at least once a week, and then when they come over to Twitch, they have a different level of VIP there. So that's on the Patreon page. I'm sure that's down below. You can subscribe to that if you'd like. It would help in the overall cost of what it costs to make these videos and the stream and stuff like that. And if you like the video, put a thumbs up on it, and then if you haven't subscribed, it'd be nice if you'd subscribe as well. We'd get those numbers up. We're looking at building a lot of numbers, hopefully. So I'm just going to take a little swipe here, and then we'll go unload our wagon at the farm here. I should be able to make it up to this corner, and then we'll go dump this into the wagon, and we'll take the wagon down to the silos there, and we'll dump into the silos. I like the positioning and how they decided to make the dumps on these new silos here on this map. I really do like the layout of this map as well. Alright, let's run over all that straw. Make our way back up. Open our pipe. She cruises right along though, and you don't have the header spinning. All that all that power is going to that header. Alright. So that's what we're going to fit in that trailer for now. We'll jump out, jump in here, put our cover on, and we'll run down into the silo now and drop this load off. Ooh, she's hot in that farm today. 80-degree weather. It's not breezy, it's sunny. Got my t-shirt on. And them tans, man, them farmer tans, they're epic, ain't they? They go halfway up the bicep. And then you're ghostly white underneath. Because you only let your arms out in the elements pretty much. Because you can't wear a long sleeve. It's too hot. So this is going to be the output of our silo. That pipe coming down right there. But this is how we load our silo up in here. We're going to come down the driveway a little bit. Uncover that. Come back right up to the silo dump here. We're going to hit, I think it's Y? No. I. They switched it from Q to I. 15 it was Q, and this game it's I. So there you go, we're dumping into the silos, adding some product to our farm. We'll be later selling. See, and we come under here, we could start refilling, like from wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybean, corn, blah blah blah. That is our corn anyway, or our silo output. Alright, so now we're gonna move this bad boy in just a couple of rows. And we'll go for a walk. So give me a chance to look over at chat. Not much being said. 5 watchers. Glad to have you guys along. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Don't forget, check out the rest of the YouTube videos that we have on the channel. Pick back up our Massey Ferguson harvester here. And we will fire this harvester up now and continue to harvest. So normally you can find me on Twitch live between 5 and 7 weekdays and weekends. Saturday for sure, doing iRacing. Thursdays during the regular NASCAR season, I'm doing NIS on iRacing on Thursdays. And then it's a mix and match, do whatever I can on the rest of the weekdays. So, that's about it. We used to have a Freaky Fridays. We don't got a big enough crowd for that. But when we get back up to like 30 viewers, we'll start doing Freaky Fridays again. That's a little incentive for the viewers to invite their friends and advertise us out a little bit and find other channels willing to raid and bring other streamers that they watch over to the channel and bring their community and share maybe their community a little bit with us. You don't have much to say today? I hear ya. It's been kind of a quiet day, you know. It's one of them hot cocoa days. Sit by the fire, relax, you know, ponder your day, how the weather was, why is the weather being like it is. Because, I mean, it's snowing and blowing here. It's not beautiful out, I'm going to tell you. By far, it's not beautiful out. So let's go ahead and unload our harvester again. Remember going squirrel hunting last year and we saw a bunch of harvesters down south out there working in the field getting the corn up. And we had a 12 head corn harvester, 12 row. Came right by our campsite. All the guys were out there wondering for almost 20 minutes what was coming down the road, and I told them it's got to be a harvester, that noisy of a machine. And sure enough, here come this big old yellow. So I'm not sure. It wasn't JCB. But it was a yellow harvester with a big orange harvester head on there for corn. And the next day we were out in the woods climbing the hills. Actually, pretty much walking down the roads. Now we were farming the hunter's land right there, just kind of around his property and around the fields where he's working. And boy, that thing is noisy out there doing that corn. I never thought they were that noisy up close. When I was a kid, you know, you'd hear them in the distance, but you never went close to them. Had my first chance, I think it was 2 years ago, to take a test drive in a John Deere harvester in the back, and did a little bit of a 4-row harvester down and back. And that was pretty cool. But yeah, I definitely think course play would be really cool on here. Get the workers going and doing stuff at the different fields. If anybody knows of the release of course play for 2017, I think I still have last year's version on my computer, which still works, but they haven't gotten the courses down for certain machinery, so it won't do certain widths and stuff like that, and it won't work with some of the machinery. What a hot and sticky day on the farm.
Todd Vet said Minecraft.betisnet.net.
Okay. Wow. That was interesting. I think we should do this, right? Yeah, we should. Hopefully that'll take care of that. When it's open to broadcaster mode, Discord isn't supposed to make any noise. I don't know. What's up, Anthead? How you doing? Good to have you along. Thanks for coming and checking out our little spot here on YouTube. We're getting her. We're getting her done, that's for sure. Come on. Mama gonna have lunch up there at the farmhouse here in a little bit. Gonna have to go get us there some of that summer sausage sandwich with a little bit of fried bologna, some guinea hen eggs cracked fresh on top of that. Oh yeah, them slimy bitches. You're addicted to it? Well, if you're addicted to it and if you had a chance to get into the modding community yet, the modding community is just amazing. I couldn't sit here and put this stuff together like they do. Could probably build a map, but I haven't done that since 2013, so I really didn't want to be a map maker. It's almost time to go back and forth, just up and down. Spiraling inwards. Kind of, sort of, you know, I go around the outside, especially like fields that have corners and stuff like that on like these that aren't square. You really can't have a worker on them, which I kind of like that. Some people like them nice big fields where you go around a couple times on the outside and then you turn the worker loose. This would make a nice course play map though, figuring out them courses around so that it don't hit any trees. But they made it a little bit smarter in 17 where when the vehicle turns around on a worker, he knows that tree's there and he's going to try to avoid it on the edge of the field. So that's really cool. Yeah, I get so far on the inside and then I start going up and down to finish it off, at least with some good distant, you know, rows left, so I don't do any, you know, 8 and 10 foot little windrows. So like now I'll just start going up and back and forth and row it off at the end here. See, I like how the engine kind of RPMs down after you're not harvesting. It's not under work load, so the engine isn't running as hard. Yeah, it seemed more efficient when you mow grass like that. Yeah, well, on our farm equipment, we've got a Farmall tractor with a bar tongue, not a 3-point, and we have an old John Deere sickle mower where the arm comes down to the right, and you're forced to go around in a circle. But the first time you go around the outside the opposite direction, get your first cut in, and then you go around back the opposite way. And what you drove over and knocked down, the sickle will knock most of that down, so you won't really lose much of that. Only in the wet areas you'll lose that. So that's what we have for hay mowing. But like with mowing grass when we were a kid, it was a push mower for us. We didn't get any lawn tractors back in the day. We had to walk behind a push mower. Now I suppose this year we'll have to knock the hay down and make bales for the house. Because this year's bales are going to be pretty shitty after they're done used. And twine only lasts so much time, you know. Alright. Last pass. And please, don't have it that kind of gas. That would be stanky. Alright, we get this done. We've harvested the whole field now. No, we missed a couple of spots there, but pretty much we harvested the whole field. We'll go over here. We will offload our harvester. Check our digital time. We're gonna have some time, so excited for having some time here on YouTube to be able to bring YouTube some videos of things they'd probably miss on my stream live on twitch.tv/Skinzmotorsports. Start times right now are around 5 o'clock on different days, different things. So you can go check us out over there. Give us a follow. And you get more live episodes and games than just Farm Sim. So like to have you over there if you got the time. This side click in yet? No. There we go. See how it bounced onto the trailer? That's how you're supposed to put it back on the trailer. Because see, you want these pins to lock in right here to the back side of the harvester. And there's the one there. So, yep. Alright, let's close up the pipe. We can hit X and fold up our harvester and bring it back to the farm. Doesn't look too dirty, so what I'm going to do in case it rains, I'm going to park it over here and head. Thanks for subscribing, Anthead. Appreciate that. Our first subscriber of today. We'll come over here and we'll get our wagon and we'll bring and dump that over at the silos. And then we'll go pick up our harvest wagon, forage wagon. And we will put some straw in at the pigs, and we'll run some down to the cattle. Why not, since we've got some of the product right away. We don't have any cattle, but when we do get cattle, we're definitely going to want to have straw. So as long as we got it ahead of time, we might as well distribute it there. We could make a dump load, I suppose, somewhere. Alright, I to unload. And that'll go into the silos and be stored for us. Dominic Ryan, thanks for the subscription to YouTube. Appreciate subscribing to us. The delay is so terrible for today. I'm not liking the delay at all. YouTube isn't usually that delayed, but for some reason today it sure is. Alright, that's our fertilizer. Ooh, we almost hit the barn. There's our forage wagon. I'll pick that up. I don't know how well this tractor's going to pull it. It should pull it pretty decently, though. We'll see when we get a load on there. Empty, it'll pull it easy enough. Yeah, on some harvesters you can definitely put a forage wagon back there and pick that up at the same time. Alright, so we're gonna lower our pickup head down underneath the forage wagon there and turn that on and just start raking up all this straw. All we gotta do is follow the straw line. Yeah, you can definitely, you can also hook up balers behind harvesters and bale at the same time. But for me, I don't think we have a baler right now. So yeah. Only part I hate about the forage wagon is these corners. Sometimes you miss some of what you want to pick up. All in how you do your turn. If you do your turn really good, then you're good, but if you don't turn and watch your turn, which you're picking up, you'll miss some. You'll be going back for it later, or leaving it to be tilled under, cultivated under. So we'll get at least maybe a round and a half, maybe a little bit more than a round and a half before the forage wagon is full. Yeah, bales are worth more money when you go to sell them. Not sure where the sale spot is yet here. We found the pigs and the cattle so far, because we knew there was a JCB at the cattle farm. I didn't know it was actually there, but I knew it was on the map. And that's why we're using the JCB up here. Otherwise, I think we have a Massey Ferguson over here. But we do have some green. We're going to add some John Deeres to this farm once we earn some more money. The quicker you can upgrade and keep newer machines on too, the less it costs you. Alright, so now we're full with the forage wagon. Let's go over here to the pigs and find out where our dump spot is, because they need straw in order to bed down on. So I'm gonna imagine you unload them here. Alright, let's get out. Let's find out. Do we open the gate? Oh, yep. Alright. You guys are finding out at the same time I am, really, if you haven't played this map. We haven't found the dump spot for our straw, but I'm going to bet it's inside here because we have to go, or we have the capability of going in here. See a dump in here though. Let's back it up to the shed and see what happens. Nope. Not getting a dump signal there. Not sure what to tell you yet. Let's make sure we close that gate. And then we have a gate here. I'm sure we don't dump in that gate, but let's try it anyways. You would think I would get some kind of a dump signal there. Nope. And that's for the sewage. Is it gonna be here? I'm so angry now. I went around the other side. It's right here. Yep. We don't have any pigs yet though. And then the cow farm. Where's our cow farm? It'll be down the road to the right. Let's go ahead and save this. Yes. Oops. And we'll take that off the screen too. Alright, we'll take some down to the cows. Do I use straw for the animals? Yes, I do. I feed straw, grass, and hay bales to in the mixer, and then feed that. I haven't done none of the premium food stuff yet. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We don't know which way this gate opens up yet. Don't want to get too close to it. And I normally just leave my gates open if it's just me on there. If it's other people, well, it's kind of fun to close the gate behind you, you know, and they come running in with a load or something, and then the gate's closed, so they got to get out. It's a good little prank for your farming buddies on maps like these. We'll dump a little bit in with the cows. Probably don't need much here because we don't even have any cows anyway. The more cows, the more pigs, the more sheep you have, the more straw, of course, you'd use. But it's going to be good for 6 days with just a tad bit. I just wanted to put some in there, show you guys how that works. Looks like we're going to have to pull another gate. So we'll pull this one, and why not? We'll pull this one. And then we'll go dump the hay. And this one I'm going to assume, or the straw, that dump is going to be right out front. Right? Right. There we go. Not much, but some went in there. Yeah, steering wheel makes it more realistic. And then, of course, if you use triple screens, you can spread this across the triple screens. Now, let's look at that map again. I kind of really want to go this way, but... Yeah, I guess we go this way. I'm not sure where we would sell this right now, so I'm gonna find a place to dump it off. Make a pile of potatoes underneath them trees, huh? Catch a lot of rodents back in there. All our gates should be open from going this way earlier. I love them rock walls. Just got a new mod today with steel and concrete fences as a mod. So I can't wait to start using that on one of my other farms that I have been working on since the game started. No course play, it's been all work from me. All the money has been made by farming. It's pretty awesome. One thing I didn't notice yet, did anybody see any water? I didn't see any water yet. I don't think there's any water on this map. That must mean we're gonna have to pay for our own water. Ugh. There's another bill we can't afford. Alright, so let's find a place where we can dump our straw alongside of a field, and then we'll come back and we'll pick it up later when we find the sale spot for it. This would be a good enough place as any, I guess. Just right out here alongside this fence. We'll come in and stockpile it. I'm gonna ruin a little bit of this field, but that's okay. Probably could have put the pile right here on this field, but I want to be able to cultivate this right afterwards, so there it is, picking up the straw. I do like playing this simulator though. Like driving in the grass because we're ruining it, but oh well. Packed it down quite a bit right there. Had to grow back, right? Yeah, I work my own fields. Till I get a lot more money and then I send workers. But like I said, I'm going to do course play on this one as a personal map. So, you know, like they'll harvest. I'll make a course around here with the harvester. I'll record that, and then that once I set it up for that, it'll plant and do all the other stuff off the same course. And then I'll just set workers into the course play. And I think I have it set up to where I'm not paying them on this map. So I'll save myself some bank there. Oh, I picked up that whole huge pile. And then I'll probably have a course play, unload the harvester, of course, and then I'll probably come in and do like the plowing and stuff like that, cultivating. You hire workers to do work on other people's farms. Yeah, I haven't been to some other people's farms in quite some time. Used to do a showcase thing where we used to show off other people's farms, and a lot of people, I think, lost interest in it, and it didn't bring a lot of viewers to the channel, so we kind of didn't do that anymore. But yeah, for like stuff like this, I think you can't hire a worker. You have to work your own field here. See, it won't hire a worker. Not a here. But on course play you can. And you can choose whether you want to pay them or not. Definitely want to get an animal trailer and get some animals getting started. Sheep produce the fastest, so I guess they're the like rabbits of the server or the simulator. Alright, we're nice and full again. And I think I will do a straw hill right here. Straw pile. I'm going to do it right along here. I don't know how that's going to do us for dumpage, but hopefully it won't go over into the bushes. And we'll come back and we'll build that at some point. Got to lower our pickup again. Turn it back on with the PTO. And away we go. I used to play on Lavender Courage. She got partnered, and I haven't seen her doing much farm sim, so I haven't been over there in a long time. Probably could still go on a server if I wanted to. Oh my gosh, getting that yawning feeling. Can only take like a couple hours of this stuff now, more or less. I find myself watching more TV and hanging out with the family in the last couple of weeks. But it's just a hobby of mine. It's not a job. It doesn't get me any money. As a matter of fact, it costs money out of my pocket in order to do these streams, all the electricity and all that stuff. So I've been cutting back a little bit. My wife's been complaining about bills. I've had to pick up a job and make some money, but to pay other bills that I have, obviously, from my past. Let's take a middle swipe down here. Since we're picking up this row anyway, we'll go down this way. Keep looking the wrong way. You fell asleep during a mission run yesterday? You know, that's one thing that I haven't done, is I haven't done a lot of missions on single player. I've just been farming. That autosave mod right there. Alright, let's take this swipe from here. Yeah, and then I'll come back and I'll with what's at the end of the field here, when I pile this straw up down there, we'll come in and we'll bale that up, and we'll store them bales somewhere when I get a baler. So we'll just kind of store this stuff for now. We won't even sell it unless I need to. anyways, it's wet straw. It's got to dry, you know, and all that stuff before you can bale it anyways. So a lot of it's going to be for bedding for the animals anyways, any of the loose stuff. But once I get a baler, I'll probably be pulling a baler behind the harvester a lot, doing bales, and then come picking up the bales afterwards, making silage bales out of them after that. Alright, we got another load to dump. You were sowing a guy's field and you conked out. I've done that before on stream. Not really slept that long, but I've dozed off. Like with the camera not on and stuff, you know. I've been sitting back, like just chilling, relaxing, and I'll doze off for like a minute and I'll look up and the tractor's on a runaway or harvester's running away. I've done that before. It's one thing I like about YouTube, you know. They don't require you to actually play. You could be doing any kind of video you want to be doing and stream it, but I do like the aspect that you can play your game and make a video out of it. I've been playing some Transport Fever, so you can see that on my channel. I know the second video was pretty sucky, but I'm just getting used to doing some videos like that, slash gameplay slash tutorial kind of thing. So I'm just fresh into it. Don't mind me if I'm FOB. Transport Fever has been a really good game to me the last couple of days as well. I've been playing that for about a week and a half. Got about almost 100, if not more than 100 hours on it already. Got several different lands that I've already started building. But I gotta say, it's extremely hard at horse and buggy stage. Just saying, it's so slow going to get it started. Once you get it started though and got some bank, you can definitely build and move a bunch of products around. Hey Farmer Green, how's it going? How you doing? Wish I could do more than 2 hours on YouTube on Tuesdays though. We're gonna be full here in a second anyway. There we go. Looking pretty good with all that straw there. Be a nice windbreaker for the house too as well. That's what I should try to do. Take and use all the straw to bury the house. I'd have a straw house. The wolf will come huff and puff and blow my house down. It's windy there. It's windy here, and it's blowing around that little snot snow that we got. Kerbal Space Program. I just actually got that. Somebody, one of our mods and a good friend, family member, bought me Kerbal Space Center. What, you work for? You work making space parts or what? Probably shouldn't ask that. None of my business. Tell us if you want to, though. Just don't let me know that you're a stripper or something. That would really be kind of freaky. By the way, I do iRacing on Saturday nights. It's a league that we do every week in the trucks. So if you're into NASCAR and you like racing, you'll come over and watch me on Saturday nights. 7 o'clock practice time opens up, 9 o'clock is qualifying, and 9:10 Central Standard Time is the race. And it will be brought to you over on twitch.tv/Skinzmotorsports. That's where we do them races live. This Thursday we'll be watching the replay of Talladega last week, so little Daga action for my fans. And show them the broadcast side of the race. It's a closed league. We have to pay to get into the league, and then there's participation prizes, which is really cool. And also the entry fee pays for the broadcast as well. Gusts of wind from 45 to 60. It sounds like what we had a week ago or so. Down, we went to Iowa to Clear Lake, and it was nasty. It was nasty windy down there. Alright, let's park some more on this side, huh? I like this now. You can dump it on the ground and come back for it later. You can just like clear the field and come back for it later. There goes the phone again. Something on social media is going ding. That autosave lag though. Would be nice if the tractor went a tad bit faster than 10 miles an hour while picking up straw, but we're lucky to have that at this stage. They don't normally give JCB out right away. In this map they gave you JCB. And they even gave you $25,000 in cash. With respectable equipment as well. Alright, for a few minutes we'll turn off the keyboard camera and we'll turn on my other camera. If I can find it. There we go. For the last 10 minutes of the show. Thank you for the 2 subscriptions today on YouTube. We do appreciate your subscribing here. Helps out a lot. Don't forget to give the videos a thumbs up. Check them out. Watch them if you got time. Share them with your friends. I don't need to be rich and famous. I'm just out here having some fun doing some hobby gaming. Yeah, racing video games are cool. Well, iRacing is very expensive. I don't know if you know about that, but iRacing is extremely expensive. I spent well over $750 on my sim rig and my service and all my cars and tracks. So, I've invested a lot of money in that. I like it though. I'm a NASCAR fan. I'm the true redneck from the woods, and I'll tell you what I tell you. I'll take down a porcupine to beat your ass with. See, we don't use weapons, we use animals to chase our enemies off. You got me some mink smear udder fluid that you would not want to smell. I wear it as deodorant every day if you come around me. I'm a true redneck. Yeah, my dad told me, he says racing's kind of like watching paint dry. But if you're in the cockpit of that car doing 200 miles an hour, you're having a lot more fun than watching paint dry. Alright, we got another load to dump off here. What a nice pile we got started down here. That's going to be fun to pick that up. Might be more of a pain in the ass to pick up than I really was looking forward to. But we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, they have that there. We're just gonna get dirt here pretty soon too. I don't know if they've released it yet or not. I don't think they have. Otherwise I'd probably have an email about it and I'd know. But they have road courses over there and stuff like that. They're gonna have the 24-hour Le Mans coming up. And you and 4 other guys can get together and sign up and drive it together. Take it in shifts. I haven't raced that one yet, but I've raced... Oh yeah, they got Formula 1 in there too. They don't have... I don't think they have any of the rally stuff. Not yet. They got like the Super 8 car and stuff like that. 4 GTs. Porsche's coming iRacing now. But yeah, they got open wheel, stock car, trucks. They're gonna have dirt coming up. We got the old legend cars, the old street stock cars, the nationwide and the cup cars and truck series, and they got quite a bit. They got a bunch of road courses. They got Nürburgring on there. I like Nürburgring and the open wheel and the Dallara. Well, hopefully I'm going to be using the baler to bale what's on the ground over there. Forza? Yeah, I have an Xbox with Forza 2 on it, I think, or whatever. Forza Horizon 2. Don't use the Xbox that much. You know what I should do is I should probably package that Xbox up. Just blow the dust off of it. Package it up. Maybe do a giveaway on it this year. Sometime this year. Maybe if I make like 100 viewers within 6 months or something, and in the next 6 months that they stay, then I'll have a Xbox One or PS4 giveaway. That'd be pretty cool. I'd probably do something like that for viewership. But I want them to stay, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want them to just be there for, you know, the giveaway and then leave. I mean, they don't have to be my friends or fans or anything. They just need to be viewers. Another good friend of mine, Vega. That's not his full name, but he got partnered. That's what I heard. With under 100 viewers. But we don't have that kind of community where where we grow every day and blah blah blah. They don't want to see some old face here. They want to see some sexy young guy. Either that or they want to see tits and ass. And I have the tits and I have the ass, but they're just hairy. Maybe a little scary. Alright. We'll call that a complete harvest on field 31. Let me make sure. Yeah, they're field 31. Yeah, an Xbox One. I was thinking about it, but it'd have to do with viewership. But I don't know. I'm not trying to make this like my job anymore, so... you know, for me to give away a $400 or even a $300 item, I mean, we saved up for 6 months, well, a year and 6 months, to do $500 worth of giveaways, $100 worth of Steam cards, and $400 worth of games and services to different websites and stuff. We saved for, I think, a year and a half to do that. Can't be some sexy soda popping, you know. That's where all the bank is. I don't even think I got a power washer around here. Let's just drive around and look real quick, because I see some stuff outside over there. I want to see if there's a power washer around here anywhere. Could be at the other farm, or it could be inside too, one of these buildings, but no, I thought maybe it'd be back here, kind of, maybe. Maybe. No, these are pallets. It's the workshop. No power washer. Turn the lights on. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the bank. Yeah, it'd been cool if they'd have put a power washer down in here with like a trench or something in here, and then you could come in and wash your tractor inside. Didn't think of that. Got some fertilizer, so it's set up for like dual players if you do get somebody to play with you. There's enough equipment for at least a couple people. Yeah, all the guys that I see with viewers, they're young, blonde, you know, 100 pounds. Where one of them gals could just, you know, rip his clothes off and throw him against, lick his back and throw him against the wall and use him as a sex doll. You know, they got, you know, 500-700 people watching them. But anyways, so that'll conclude our farming adventure today, where we got our first field on our new map harvested and stored. We're currently living at the pig farm. Hopefully we'll be able to gain some money and buy our cattle farm we want right down the road over that way in later episodes here. But for now, and usually if I was on Twitch, we'd have all these people, you know, 100,000 people watching me here, and we'd go over and we'd raid somebody. But on YouTube, there's really nobody to raid, so I don't know what to tell you. But I thank you for watching. Thank you for coming over here and checking out the new map with me as well, and hang out with me for a little bit while I do a YouTube video. Just some gameplay, having some coffee, enjoying the evening with you guys. But you take care until next Tuesday. If you don't see me on Twitch, you'll see me right back here with another episode of Farm Simulator, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until then, check me out on twitch.tv/Skinzmotorsports. I'll be over there live. And you can also follow on Twitter and find us on Facebook as well. And that's where you'll get most of your information. Turn on your post notifications, subscribe below, and hit this video up with a like. Peace, I'm out. As soon as I find my music, and get my outro music.
If you ever suspected,
no, I never suspected. No. There was more to it than that meets the eye, that's for sure. Peace, people! Take care. Be kind and humble in your way, in your travels.